Good morning. This is Lisa with the Widow's Treasure, and I'm happy to join you this morning. It is a beautiful day in October in Georgia, and you see it's still very green, but we are starting to lose our leaves. I've got windows open. I'm actually upstairs in my bedroom / library / office. So I'm just going to show you around how gorgeous, well, you see how gorgeous it is out there. And then, here's my one window, and I've got a second window open, and then we've got my quote-unquote library, continued library, and then my wonderful office that I max out with my grandmother's secretary that I've had for many years, which I love, love, love. And then my reading area. Good morning, Enter. Hello. Hello. Good morning. And then I love my bed. I want my grandmother's nightstand. A family headboard. Plaid, plaid, plaid. My grandfather's hope chest. A pretty antique piece. Simple, but pretty. And then this was in my folks' home for many, many years. Courier knives, are you familiar with them? Sorry about the reflections. Courier knives, they were, I don't know, was it in the 1800s? They did winter in the Midwest. That's what they're famous for. I got another one I should show you in the bathroom. It's just beautiful. Anyway, I've had this for a few years, but it was many, many, many years at my folks' house. And then when I did move from here, from one side of Atlanta to the other, it did crack, sort of shatter in the move. And so I had it redone, and I actually like it even better. And then let me quickly run around here and show you the other courier knives. There you go. Oh, you can't see with this reflection. There we go. See? Winter up north. Yep, pretty cool. All right, so I love seeing that wet weather, but I don't have to have that weather. I have enough. Well, I really like snow. But anyway, let me get back to what we're talking about. So, this morning I was thinking and praying and doing my own personal prayers and devotion and such. And I'm like, what do I share this morning? What does the Lord want me to share? Well, one of the ideas I had written down that I saw that I immediately said, yes, that's been important. And that is taking your thoughts captive. That's just important, period. But when I had a traumatic loss of my husband, oh my, that's when I just had to take my thoughts captive, and it took a lot of work. I mean, like constant. It's definitely better now, but the point of it is, let me show you the scripture. Let me show you the scripture. We're talking about, okay, now we've got a shadow here. Let's flip this up. 2 Corinthians 10. 10. Oh my word, the shadows are moving. 5. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ. I'm telling you, when we obey Christ, when we get rid of anything that works against the knowledge of God, it is to our benefit, folks. So, the scriptures say, don't be anxious, fear not, trust me, obey, all these different things. The more we learn, God is all sufficient. God is in control. Oh, here's a good one. The clouds are the dust of his feet. Whoa, that gets things in perspective. Job 42:2. His will not be thwarted. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. I mean, and I don't know. I know a lot more, but I can't recite them. That's why I read so many every day. And they actually calm me down, stabilize me, give me equilibrium. I think we just saw a bird fly by. Oh, and there just went a leaf. So I'm telling you, I can tell on days that I haven't stopped to do it because I'm too busy. I always regret it. I always regret it because my flesh defaults to what isn't helpful, to what's natural, instead of the things of God. Here's another one. It's more than this is just a saying that I made up, but I just, from what I learned and has helped me keep my equilibrium. It is more than about now. It's about the higher story. And that would go back to things. I've done a lot of reading. Well, I have to confess, I'm a reader. I love reading. But when Don died, I dove into reading. And I'm not talking about novels. And I actually have to confess this. I've always been interested in autobiographies, biographies, documentaries. I always liked the real thing. So I have enjoyed a few Christian novels. They're pretty fun. And actually right now I'm reading, let me go over here. I am actually rereading the whole set of Chronicles of Narnia. And that's an allegory. And I totally am liking that. That's really cool. These are for kids. But I'm telling you, their adults love them just as well. And look, notice, just by the way, here is an Awana share. Have you heard of Awana? My oldest son, who's now 42, he said, I read through all these, Mom. And so there's a share, because he uses a bookmark. And I thought, well, I'm going to too. Though actually, I think these belong to my youngest brother. So I'm supposed to send these. I've offered to send them to him because he'd like to have them. And now I'm all sentimental because Stuart used them. But of course they used them. We used them in homeschool. We read through the whole thing. And they were at my mother's, who sent them to me. And because no one else, I guess my brother never wanted them or forgot about them or whatever. So anyway, I'm rereading them saying, these are awesome. And your name is in this. So we're going to send it back to him. Or I'm going to send it back to him. All right. The other thing about taking your thoughts captive is these different things I have been reading are strategic. Okay, like the verses on my walls are strategic. That's a scripture. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. That's actually a scripture in Corinthians about love. Taking your, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes in all things, endures all things. Okay. Then pray. And then of course, here's a whole section on grief. There's one on relationships, on heaven. I like over here, I know I've already shown you this, but I mean, I've got incredible ones. I've got a lot of devotionals that have helped me, that whether they're, like 1,000 Names of God, Alcorn, Seen the Unseen. See, these help me. Whisper of His Power, Amy Carmichael. These are good. I really, really appreciate them. Then, or like down there, Precious Bible Promises. Refreshment for the Soul. Some of these are more reforming. They can get pretty heavy, but they're good. And then these are my, autobiographies and biographies. I love George Mueller. I love Elizabeth Elliot. I love Amy Carmichael. Here's 7 Women and 7 Men. These are biographies of famous, or I should say powerful Christians. Anyway, just goes on, and I've talked enough. But I just wanted to tell you, it is no accident that my house is actually designed this way. This is how I'm keeping myself stabilized through Christ. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt His name together. Psalm 34:3. Okay, so that's really it. Take your thoughts captive. I'm going to read that verse one more time. And all of us can do this. There's nothing supernatural or hard. You just do it. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God and take every thought captive to obey Christ. And you actually do it daily. All right, my sweet friends, blessings to you. Hang in there. The Lord is faithful.